This will be about as quick of a demo as I can do it because we're not going to wait for the inference. I've already run it. So this is an article available on LinkedIn. It's extraordinarily informative. There is rich information on this web page. That's really about the right way to say that. So I open up Gadget, the browser sidebar extension. I open up a chat, and I started that chat by basically saying, we're reading a LinkedIn article in the current tab. It has a lot of information about tech stock sell-offs. Strip out opinions and fluff. Let's boil this down to, I'll let you use pause to read that. And so it went through and it did some things. Sure. It generated quite the summary. Again, you can use pause to read this if you want. It won't be the only view you'll have of it. Thank you. Let's save that as a user document, Tech Market Roundup, July 24, 2026. Please also use the rich bookmark skill to create a bookmark for this article, and so that is what it did. Let me know that it did that. Use the BI tool now. When this ships, you won't have to tell it to do this. It'll just know. But basically, use the BI tool to create a report dashboard for this market update. It should have a newsy presentation, and the accent color is red with an RGB example. You can't use any charting libraries. You can use SVG, Canvas, and Flexbox layout. Again, you won't have to be that specific. I'm iterating on this right now and building out the list of skills that Gadget will use in order to be able to do that. And so you see that it thought for a good minute and then called the BI tool with a thing. We'll get to that. Told me what it did. And then that is where that session ended. Now, mind you, it also created a rich bookmark. So what is that? Well, that's what this thing is over here. It's an annotation on the page that has been created by Gadget. This is Gadget Ball, or the Gadget icon. And you can open that up, and you can see here that it has an annotation. We also have a clip that I've captured from the page. And this is a rich bookmark. Okay, so we'll close that. And then we'll head over to Gadget, and I will actually exit out of all of that. We'll open up the sidebar. And now under bookmarks, we have the tech sell-off. So I can open that up, I can view it. And I mean, I can, view all of it. Now, all of that rich information is available throughout my conversations. If I ask Gadget, hey, take me to that article on LinkedIn that talked about the tech sell-offs back in July of 2026, it'll know exactly where that is, and it'll open it for me in a new tab. I also received a document, the Tech Market Roundup for July 24, 2026, with a summary, keywords, and, well, some presentation, right? So it's pretty much what you saw from the chat, stored here as a document. Now, all of this knowledge is available in my knowledge base through vector search, semantic search, and I'm able to have intelligent conversations about the events of the day. I also asked it to create a report, and that report looks like this. Gadget is able to generate HTML widgets, basically, and this is one of them. It's one of the first uses of the HTML widget in the application. So as I scroll, again, I'm iterating on this. It is not perfect. It messed up one graph. It messed up another graph. But it overall got the presentation quite right. I would like for these to be links, etc. So I'm still iterating on the skill that Gadget uses in order to, follow your instructions. But as you saw, you just have a nice English language conversation about a web page that you're on, and poof, you can have a report that is exactly that, formatted however you want, able to now be sent as an email, a message on platform using Communicator through contacts, discussed in a meeting, etc. So that's Gadget Agent and sort of what it can do, right? The on-screen display is a big part of how you capture information from web pages as you are going about your day. You use that to build up your knowledge base, which is basically your documents. You have a search. Your agent has a search over all of these things. The bookmarks, your images, things that you have published through Publisher, the reports that you've generated. This is all of your content. Separate from that, you define skills. There are also system skills. I'm just getting started on these. You can also build your own specialists. So for example, if you want to conduct a job search with an employment services professional, you start a chat with job search, and that is a specialization, a configuration for the chat that uses Gadget, either light or heavy, depending on, what level of service you're expecting, to go have a highly specialized, focused conversation. And you can create these yourself. There are also system specialists. So that's Gadget, at least in terms of Gadget Agent. Separate from that, there is Gadget Code. This is a whole separate adventure, and we can get into this some other time. But basically, Gadget Code is what I'm using to build Gadget Extension in the browser. This is a whole software architecture that requires its own lengthy videos. Those exist on YouTube now, so I'll just defer to that. But basically, this is how I write software. I'm going to select my drone, open a chat, and then this is what that looks like, right? So it's very similar to what you're using, but it's very, very different. I mean that sincerely. Gadget Code is open source, Apache 2.0 license. I wish you luck in getting it configured and up and running. It's made very difficult to do on purpose. That's by design. But this is the tool that I'm using in order to build everything else that you're seeing, and then we connect all of that directly to the Gadget blog, which is an agentic publishing platform fueled by the entire ecosystem. So, when you're reading articles here, they're all written by Gadget. The images are created by Gadget. Everything that you're seeing here is the result of me doing work directly with Gadget, as if it is my teammate helping me run the entire business that you're seeing in front of you. And that's also a receipt for the fact that it works. Cheers. See you around the scroll.